Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Football Manager 2016 with Milan, and here we go into the semi-finals of the Italian Cup against Juve. First things first, a little recap. How are we getting on in the league? Well, 11 games to go. We are 8 points clear of Juventus. Palermo still not too far behind them. Inter Milan have really done well. They've rocketed up the league over the last few weeks. They've got some impressive results, but so have we. Let's go over some of them. Now, since the last time we spoke, it was against Catania, I believe. That was a 1-0 victory given to us by the 17-year-old Samuel Gotti. The semi-final leg one, we won 1-0. It's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang with the one and only away goal. Now, I think it's an away goal. I'll have to double-check that one, but we are in the pole position. I've just noticed they have Ryan Gold. I totally forgot. That is absolutely hilarious. Right, here's Aubameyang. Yeah, I completely, yeah. No, where is he? I've just lost him. Damn it, where is he? No. I totally forgot they had Ryan Gold. And yeah, so I guess he's the sort of Alex Teixeira replacement who had a blinder on his return to Juventus, which is hilarious. We then got a 0-0 draw with Empoli, which was okay, I suppose. No one played really well. Again, the front line letting me down a little bit. That's the thing. It's like Alex Teixeira plays man of the match against Juventus, 6.7 against Empoli. But really annoying there. And then a 1-1 draw against Schalke, so we got the away goal. One thing you might notice now, since I have sort of tweaked the tactics slightly since the winter break, is that we are conceding so many yellow cards. I think that's over half the team having that. Well, no red. Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. I think I might have to change something soon there. But here's Manea, a lovely ball by Teixeira, and Manea dances his way through the defence for a lovely finish. And it was, who was it? It was Arnold, I think, who got the Maximilian Arnold for them from a corner of all bloody things. Really bullet header. I don't think the goalkeeper could have done much about that. We then smashed Fiorentina 3-0. Jakub Błaszczykowski going back to Fiorentina, grabbing 2 goals. Obviously, Kennedy, incidentally, that's the reason why he's playing there, is because he's getting a little bit concerned that I'm not playing him enough. The main reason for that is because he's not scoring, or wasn't scoring, I guess. But lovely stuff here from Aubameyang. Then Błaszczykowski comes in and just fires it across goal. It was almost a sort of curler into the goal against Fiorentina, the team I believe he starts at the start of the game. I think. Could be at least on loan anyway. I'm not quite sure if he actually is there permanently, but we ended up getting him from Fiorentina, I think, or something like that. Yes, and that is Mario Balotelli also playing for them. They've got a very odd team, have Fiorentina now. But Felipe Grenier, again, continuing his run in the team. He's been amazing, especially when you consider the fact he's 17 years old. He's already made like 10 appearances this season. He's absolutely fantastic. But really good stuff here from Pastore. And then Błaszczykowski, a pretty hard angle, puts it in for his 50th league goal of his career. And then lastly here, Aubameyang getting this one any moment now. Once the ball goes in, Błaszczykowski is having the game of his life in this game here. It was typical that I think if you go on his report, it does say, likes the big game, and I guess, going up against your old team. This is shocking from, I mean, what are they doing? I have absolutely no idea. But and then another 0-0 against Genoa. So, but I just want to point out with this one, I played a slightly weaker team. You might notice Granny is playing, Gotti is playing, Emmanuelson. You can tell if I'm playing a weaker team if Fabian Emmanuelson is playing, or I'm really clutching at straws. So we're in a very interesting position, but we haven't lost since November. There's the start of November against Roma, and even then, apart from the shock defeat to Sassuolo, which was a complete, that was really was a shock. It was a complete, one-off, shall we say? It was a bit of a one-off. Barcelona, you probably do expect to lose to because it's Barcelona, and then that one was a very tight, close affair. Timo Baumgart let us down. But since then, we've done pretty well. A lot of draws, as I say, over the last few videos. We've been getting quite a few draws. If we look at in a bit more detail, 10 draws now, but we're still top of the league. And we're not losing, I say we had lost 4 of those. The title race would be a lot closer. So I'm not complaining, but Here we are here to do the Italian Cup semi-final. Incidentally, Spezia are through, and they actually have Nelson Oliveira. I had no idea. Yes, the Nelson Oliveira, who you played for Swansea, Benfica, Forest. And look at I just love this rise. It's fantastic. And they've now got to their first Italian Cup final. It's a shame if we get through, I was going to say if we get through, also Juventus, we're just going to smash them either way. Anyway, this is the team I'm going to be playing here. We have Mania, who's in really good goal-scoring form at last, with Alex Teixeira behind him, Pastore, Mauri and Calabria. It really was a toss-up between Pastore and Bonaventura. Pastore has just been doing a touch better, not by much, but he's been doing better in the games recently, so I decided to throw him in. I've got Daley Blind, who really has stepped up this season. I think giving him the vice-captaincy has improved him immensely. And as usual, back four. We do have Abate on the bench. He is the captain, but it's just Fabinho is just so much better at right back. It's as simple as that. And Calabria is as well, but Calabria is even then a lot better as a right winger. So again, we just want to make sure everyone is in the best that they can be. Everyone's in good form, pretty much, except Donnarumma, but whatever, let's do it. So yeah, again, I keep going back to Donnarumma. It's just because I feel I should put more faith in him. And I think I have been overly critical with him, saying, oh, he's been in the wrong position here, or this, that, or the other. He hasn't done a lot wrong. I don't think he has. Anyway, just one thing, I forgot to change Mauri's role. I was playing Ferry, as you saw in the last game. And I think Mania playing as a trequartista, not as centre forward. That did not change from the previous game. But here we go. So with a 1-0 lead, it is tentative, but we are at home, so I'm confident. We've had many ties over the last few years where, it's been a bit edgy, at away from home, and then we actually do play in the San Siro and we smash teams. And Alex Teixeira going very close early on. But yeah, it's been a case, and that is the case overall on Football Manager for the last few years. But I've noticed it happening with Milan, so it's a good thing. Here's Calabria, now can he whip a ball in? It's giving it back to Fabinho, who's going to go himself here. It's Teixeira, and it's Mania, and it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Obviously, Gianluigi Buffon is well retired by now. Not quite sure where he is. Oh dear, Teixeira's giving it away to Pereira. He's gone back quite well there to show, but Pogba, we had a free header there, but thankfully didn't get enough on it. Ooh, okay. I'll hold that. Won't hold that against Teixeira. Only a set piece, another set piece we concede from, and that is now all level. Doesn't really tell me who conceded that set piece, but never mind. Still very much on. So if it stays like this, I believe it will go to extra time and penalties. But I don't think it will. Oh, there's a brilliant ball, and that is absolutely fantastic. Jose Mauri with a wonderful finish. But what about the pass? I think it was from Teixeira. That was fantastic. And it's 2-1, so they will not be going to penalties. Now, basically, if they score again, they will be winning on away goals. If they don't, then we're going to go through it. It really is as simple as that. It's not hard to work out now come on. Mangala, I thought Mangala was going to go straight through him and then lead the counter, but it's eloquent Mangala. He doesn't do that. Yeah, Teixeira with the assist. That was a wonderful pass. He's just added that little bit of X factor that I think we've been missing, or at least we're missing up front, and putting him as an advanced playmaker in the hole, as they call it, has been a revelation. Really has just tightened up that area and improved things so much. I mean, obviously it hasn't worked every time, but that it never does on Football Manager. And that was a weird save from Berkey. He almost had, that was like cheetah-like reflexes, just punching the ball out there. Goodness me. I praised Daley Blind beforehand, and given the captaincy, 6.5, clearly. So I'm not going to make any changes. It is quite a close game at the moment. Very close if you look at the stats. I'm going to make a change slightly. I'm just going to pull it back to standard just to be a little bit more on the safe side. We are defending a lead, bear in mind. I'm not going to go to counter. We are at home. That would be a little bit silly, for now at least. Start the second half. But as it wears on, and if it does stay like this, then you naturally are going to be a little bit more defensive. Because really, I do expect us to win the final. If we get through here, I do expect us. I mean, we played Spezia. I did that one live, I think a video or two ago. And we just walked through them like as if they weren't there. They were hopeless. And Pastore, that is magnificent. Goodness me. That was brilliant. That is why I bought Javier Pastore. It's taken a while for him to really click on, but over the last 12 months or so, he has been sublime. And as good as Bonaventura has been, Pastore is right up there with him. And here goes Manea. Look at this. Pass the ball, Manea. Pass the ball. Oh, he does all the hard work. Just needs to find the right pass. He stops and gets tackled. Right, here's Teixeira though. What can he do here? He's found Calabria. He's going down on goal. It's a difficult angle to save by Berkey. But yeah, Spezia, they were... I think that... Was that the game where I talked about Gretna, I think, my Gretna 2008 save? And, you know, there was so little opposition for us that I was able to basically talk about the Gretna save without even commenting on the AC Milan match. That's how little opposition they were. I mean, it's a cup final, things will change, obviously, but I'm hopeful now, I'm very hopeful that should be enough. Okay, we are going to make a change in a minute. Let's see, who can we change? I don't actually, in terms of, I was going to say tactics rather than personnel, but is Ocampos, and he gets that one a bit wrong. If we start to see more Juventus highlights now over the next, I assume we will. No, it's a chance. I think if one more goal will kill it completely. Oh, Calabrese in all sorts of room. And again, he tries stupid shot from this. Again, we need a name, don't we? Apologies, I have not read your comments from that last video yet. So I haven't heard the name. Oh, and Blind. Goodness me. I tell you what, that is going to be... No, actually, he's the captain. That's a silly thing to do. I don't actually think we should make any changes. It'd be really stupid of me to take Pastore off. He's looking confident. He's been man of the match. I think I will. I know he's the captain, but I will take Poyet off. De Siglia will take the armband. He's not been great. And Poyet will do that. It's just a personnel change. Just to keep things a bit tighter in the midfield there. That should see us out, hopefully. Oh, Lacazette, come on. Might just go to defensive in a moment. Okay, we're going to go now. I think that should be enough to see it out. Well, okay, let's take Pastore off. Just to give him an applause. I assume the game's going to say, he gets a round of applause. No, nothing. It's kind of, I haven't seen that too often this year. Right, this is going to be a final chance, surely, for Juventus. It's Paul Pogba, and it's gone wide. Looks knackered as well, Pogba. 90 seconds to go, surely no way back, and that is going to be another Italian Cup final. We're going for the treble this year. We're going for the Serie A. We're going for the Italian Cup now, very much in the final, and the Champions League. I see no reason why we can't try and win that. We can beat Barcelona. Let's give it a go. Look at the free header for Stones. Goodness me. All the time and space in the world. Maybe should have done a little bit better there. And Manea, that was a good. That should be it now, I think. Any moment now. Oh no, I think there's a substitution might have added a little bit of time on. Let's get one more. There's Bonaventura. No, I think that should surely be it, and indeed it is. 2-1 against Juventus, so the tide really is turning against them now. Really are on top of them. Yes, they've won some of the recent individual battles, but I think we are winning the war overall, and this 3-1 on aggregate really is the sign of that now. And yes, Spezia Calcio in the final. You really do have to put us the heavy favourites for that one. And Matteo De Siglia, well, he took the armband, and he was just one of very good performances. They're still moaning Alberto Lacci. It's so stupid. Fans, they always have to moan about something, but then again, that is what football fans do. There's always something to moan about, whether it's the ticket prices, whether it's the quality of players, whether it's something, you know. It's right in that regard. I don't necessarily mind that. As frustrating as that is, that they won't shut up about it, it's not exactly incorrect, is it? Anyway, well, we're going from strength to strength at the moment. I think it's been at least 20, if not 25 games since we last lost. I'm thinking possibly a game against Inter or Torino. Now, Torino have been really good this season. They have fallen away slightly, but I would not necessarily count them out for the race for that final Champions League spot. Yes, they are 6 points behind Palermo, but things can change, and they have done quite well this year. Who is actually, have they got anyone in particular? Is there a reason why they're playing so well? They've got Ada, who I think they must have bought from... No. Okay, different Ada. They've got Tarat, Brashina, Dembele. Is that the young one or the old one? That's the older one. Michael Kadlec. I remember him. Where did he used to play for? Celtic, and... No, he didn't play for Celtic. Leverkusen and Sparta Prague. I think I might have signed him on a really old FM once. He's a good player. Anyway, that's why Torino are doing so well. Also going to have a look at Palermo. This is going to be an opportunity for me to have a little bit more of a look in depth. So if you are happy with the result, feel free to switch off now, I guess. I'll see you for the next video. But if you want to have a little bit more of a look into the save, then we'll do that right now. I'm going to take you through some of the other leagues and things. So they've got N'Golo Nkante. They've got Chuba Akpom. Yeah, don't really know. And Fernando, is that the Man City Fernando? I think that is, yeah. Okay, well, £600,000, even at that age, is still pretty good. That's it, really. Can't quite put that in, obviously. Massimo Macaroni, I imagine he will be a very good manager. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the other leagues then. So we have, firstly, the Premier League. How are we getting on here? Manchester United are top, just about with Chelsea there. Then comes City, Arsenal, Tottenham, Bournemouth, Liverpool, who are doing terribly until recently, have really recovered. Southampton looks like they've won the Europa League. The League Cup, and got into the Europa League, dear me. The two Birmingham-based clubs there in the relegation zone. Birmingham with just one win all season away against Tottenham. How very Spursy. Who else we got? Bournemouth all up in 6th here. Look at that. They're very much just like Torino before. Very much in the running for the Champions League spots there. Callum Wilson is the top goal scorer. Still not capped for England. Just one under 21 cap because, that's what England do. See who's up in there. Firmino, Dybala, Aguero, Mane, Saido Berahino's at Everton. Danny Welbeck, who seems to continually do well for Newcastle despite the fact he's actually not very good. Okay, well, let's have a look at France. It's Paris Saint-Germain. They're coming back with a vengeance now. Marseille had their little run, but PSG are very much dominating. As we saw last year, they had an immensely strong team. Here's Germany, again, two guesses. Yeah, surprise. Although Bayer Leverkusen did win 2017-18. There's Luke de Jong, one of the joint top goal scorer there. Who else have we got? Dortmund down in 4th, but looks like Bayern are going to win that. No threat to another emerging team. Here's Holland. Ajax. It's between Ajax and Feyenoord mostly. PSV aren't really close. Like Remy Divock Origi and Thomas Torre. Right, that's a weird threesome. I'm not going to look at Ireland. I've got that just purely because of jobs. I do want to perhaps go to Ireland at some point in the future. And as you can expect, Celtic as you were. Not particularly surprising. Although Rangers now obviously back in the SPFL as well. So there we go then. I don't think we need to have a look at anything else. We see the Champions League. In fact, I'll show you that. That's one of the things I will show you. Where have you gone? Champions League, over here. This is how it currently stands. Again, Lukaku just absolutely smashing it up. Bayern Munich and Zenit St. Petersburg there. Quite close. Barcelona and PSG 2-1 of the two big Titans are going out. Real Madrid, look at Juve. See, that shows you how far we've come. Look at that, they're absolutely smashing Chelsea. Still with Mourinho in charge. That's quite funny. They've got El Shaarawy. Oh, cheeky bastards. And yeah, so a lot of them, with the exception of that one, firmly in the balance. Man United with 3 away goals against Real Madrid. Goodness me. Oxlade-Chamberlain playing for them. 87th minute winner in the Bernabeu. Wow. So there we go. I think that really is everything now. So thank you very much for watching. I will either be back for the Inter or the Torino game. Depends on which one I fancy doing at the time. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. And I will see you next time for more Milan goodness. Bye-bye.